And my dear viewers, I got a very interesting video for y'all today. So PvZ1 is not a hard game. Anyone can play the game and probably beat the game in like a day or two. But I got an interesting challenge for y'all. This is the challenge that is going based off an old one. So if you've seen the PvZ with a low budget video, which you all really liked that video a lot, so thank you. And showed a lot of love and support for that one, so thank you again. But this challenge is, can you beat PvZ with 100 sun or more? So, rules. Well, plants that cost 100 or more are allowed in this challenge. Only plants that don't apply to this are sunflower, sunshroom, and lily pad. Sunflower and sunshroom for, well, obviously sun production, and lily pad just for the pool level because it'll be annoying not having it there. But those are the only plants that don't apply to the rules for the 100 sun challenge. 2. X-10 and X-5 do not count to the challenge, so we would just be skipping over their levels. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the challenge, and if you got any challenges of your own, then tell me in the comments, and show some support for this one too. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, so starting off with 1-3. Okay, so we have 2 plants that are more than 100 sun, or equal to 100, which is great. So Cherry Bomb is actually pretty vital later on, but sadly, there's not much to say on this level since it's, well, 1-3, and we unlock a useless plant that's also really vital in PvZ, and we don't get a defense plant for a very long time. Okay, so 1-4 and 1-5. So 1-4 was the same thing basically at 1-3, and then 1-5 was, well, Walnut Bowling. We did want Potato Mine, but we can't use him, and trust me, Potato Mine is so important in this game, holy cow. It gets so much worse later on without him, but right now, it's okay. 1-6 introduces Pole Vultures, which all they do is just vault over a plant. All you have to do really just bait them out with a sunflower, and then you win. And then Cherry Bomb the final wave, and easy peasy. Okay, so jumping to 1-9, since every level after 1-6 was basically the same thing. Pole Vulture were in 1-7, and Bucketheads were on 1-8. Nothing noteworthy with them because Snow Pea is absolutely goated on this team. We also unlock Repeater and Chomper. Chompers actually proved to be a lot more valuable here in this challenge than any other challenges, so hey, glad he's here. Snow Pea's useful, as I said, and Repeater is just Repeater, he's always good. But yeah, 1-9 is not difficult either. I get the Pole Vulture could mess you up, but if you just place down your sunflower to bait them out, you easily win. But we move on to the nighttime where things really take a dark turn, literally and metaphorically. Okay, so the night has fallen, and here's a warning. Yeah, that warning was definitely something to not take lightly. So, the level is actually extremely difficult without Puffshroom. Yes, without Puffshroom, the guy that was made for this situation where you don't have enough sun, the levels are really RNG now. See, here's the problem, is that if a basic comes down the lane, okay, and it doesn't go into lawnmowers, you lose on the spot. But if the first zombie hits a lawnmower, but the second one doesn't, you gotta waste 100 sun on the second zombie. And that's a lot of sun for one row. And mind you, that 100 sun you could use to get 2 sunflowers. The main problem is obviously the sun. The lack of sun here and our expensive defense, because 100 sun at night is not the easiest thing to achieve when you don't have a free attacker. But other than that, it gets worse from out here, so let's just see how it goes. 2-1 was just the foreshadowing to become. Do you want to buy an extra seed slot? Yeah, sure. So I bought an extra seed slot and it was not really useful, but hey, 2-3 introduces screen doors, and well, we have a plant that can actually do something against them. Chomper or Cherry Bomb, but Chomper more preferable as it has a less longer cooldowns, so it's actually really useful against him. But again, you have to get RNG where the zombie doesn't go in the lane without a lawnmower, or else you lose on the spot. It's nice to have sunshrooms, but they don't make this world easier, or that easy. It just makes it slightly more bearable. But other than that, if you get lucky at the start and just chomper screen doors, play some IPs and P shooters, and it's an easy level for you. Okay, so we're introduced to a tanky zombie. So footballs are fast-moving tanks that are definitely somewhat problematic. They don't spawn too much though in 2.6, so we're good on that. The main counter is obviously Chomper, but if we don't have Chomper, then we can just Cherry Bomb. And like only 2 footballs showed up at most on this level, so honestly it wasn't that bad. The hardest part is, as always, the zombies going in the wrong lane. Because the first zombie, if it goes in the wrong lane, we lose. So yeah, just a bit of RNG, and this level is not too bad, honestly. Did anyone call for a party? Disco shows up on 2.8, and I say this in every other challenge, don't underestimate Disco. He may seem easy early on, but he can definitely mess you up if not handled right. But all you need to do is just Cherry Bomb him. He only shows up like 2 times in the level for me, so it was fine, honestly. But get lucky with the RNG again for the first 2 zombies, and then you should be set. If he does show up early, then just Cherry Bomb him, and then he shows up on the final wave, and then you're good. Other than that, 2.9 is essentially the same level, but like I think screen doors are there with him. But other than that, yeah, let's move on to the pool where things get a lot more interesting. Okay, so now we're in the pool world. Yay, sun fall from the sky now. Also, we can use lily pad in the challenge, like I said at the start of this video, so that's cool. Just to make it less annoying to play this challenge, or this would be way harder than it has to be. But 3-1 is nothing special because it's just basic and cone heads. But yeah, sun falling from the sky definitely a big plus. Okay, so 3-2 is not.
Oh, hell no!
It is not that bad. Honestly, 3-2 is really easy, actually. Footballs and newspaper have the same counters, because Chomper and Cherry Bomb can both counter them easily. And 2, they don't show up that much, honestly. They show up like once in a while, and then you kind of forget they're in the level. But other than that, this level is really simple. Just spam Cherry Bombs, have Snow Peas out, Chompers, and yeah. You win this level easy peasy. We unlocked 3-peater though, which definitely helps in this challenge. Okay, I'm not gonna be a broken record and say Snorkel dies into the scene, but 3-3 introduces Snorkels, and with the help of 3-peater, he's not that bad. He is kind of scary though, because we can't just tangle help him. We have to literally use the lily pad to bait him out just so he can have a chance to get hit. But other than that, this level is really simple. Okay, so we unlock one of the most spicy plants in the game, Jalapeno. This level does introduce the Zombonis, but they're not too threatening. Now, you would be caught dead if you had no instas in this, but since we have 2 instas that cost more than 100, this level is actually pretty simple. As long as you have both instas, or at least one of them, on off cooldown, then you can actually, you know, do this level easily. Other than that, spam 3-peaters, P-shooters, and then boom, you make your way to the finish line. But let's move on to 3-8 with Dolphin Riders, which definitely were something interesting. Okay, so Dolphin Rider rises his way into the scene. So, without Tango Kill, we have no way of stopping this dude. Okay, fine, we have a way of stopping him, but we have no immediate way of stopping him, besides using Jalapeno or Cherry Bomb. But, if he definitely does get deep in the defense, he can definitely cause some serious damage. We also unlock Torchwood, which is useless as ever, because it's Torchwood. But, other than that, this level is pretty simple, and 3-9 is basically this level, but harder, but it wasn't that much harder, it was just slightly harder. So let's move on to the nighttime again. Yay! With no sun, and it's night pool, and there's fog. Okay, so we're back at night again, and things are definitely gonna be interesting in Fog, and I mean interesting alright. Took many attempts for some level because of RNG, but Jack in this level was not that bad. Honestly, this level you have to hope for RNG again, and hope that the zombie don't go in the wrong lane, but other than that, then you're fine for this. Just spam pea shooters and you win. Not much to say on this level either. It does have footballs for 4-2, but like I said, same strategy. You chomper, hope for RNG, and then Doomstream at the end because that's awesome. Yeah, Balloon Zombie is not threatening at all in this challenge. I'm glad to say that. I am so happy to say that. Okay, so Digger Zombies are, yeah, anticlimactic as ever. They're not really threatening, to be honest. I mean, you could use Split Pea, but honestly, I just opted for Chompers. You wait for them to walk up a bit, and then you let Chomper bite it. Other than that, Doomstream Final Wave, easy. Okay, so, if you ever seen any other challenge video by me, you will probably know that Pogo has a reputation of not being my favorite. Usually, he just screws me over in a level, and then I have to restart over and over and over. But I am proud to say that he's actually not that bad in this challenge, since all the plants we have can actually counter him. As long as we have enough Sun for Tall Nut, Doomshroom, or heck even Snow Pea, we can actually counter Pogo. And I'm so happy to say that because Pogo's annoying. But other than that, 4-9 the same thing, just with other zombies, and then 4-10 is Dark Stormy Night. So let's move on to the roof, or the final world of the game. Also, I got this achievement. Okay, so Flower Pot is allowed in this challenge. Why? Because it'll make the roof way more difficult than it really has to be. And 2, that would not be fun in any way, shape, or form. But Flower Pot is allowed in this challenge to make my life easier by just a little. But other than that, 5-1 only introduces bungees, which they're more annoying than anything. So let's move on. 5-3 introduces us the ladder zombies. Are they annoying? Not really, because Colonel can just stun them over and over, and plus they're not the worst thing ever. Other than that, if something gets really problematic, just cherry bomb it. The most iconic adventure level, 5-4. This is a level that invokes fear into a few people that have played this game. For this challenge, it did not. To be honest, it actually was pretty simple. Since the challenge really invokes you to use, more expensive plants, meaning that the more expensive they are, usually the better they are. So use Tall Enough to stop Pogos and footballs, and then if ladder ever come in, jalapeno their ladder or them, and then easy wins. Honestly, this level is pretty simple like every other challenge. 5-6 introduces us catapult zombies, which are zombies that just shoot basketballs to the backmost plant. So basically they're snipers, but other than that, they're not that difficult. You can either chomper them or just straight up, cherry bomb or jalapeno or literally anything. But other than that, easy level. Same go for 5-7, which is essentially the same level. And the big boy himself, Gargantuars. Okay, so, like I said earlier, the more expensive a plant, the better they are, usually, is what that means. But, Gargantuars aren't that bad. I'm not gonna lie. We have Jalapeno and Cherry Bomb, which are pretty good instas, and plus Colonel can stun the Gargantuar. So, worst case scenario that the Imp actually destroys some of your plants, and best case scenario that you destroy the guard before it throws the Imp. Okay, last level, guys. Last level. And was it difficult? No. But it was really fun, actually. It was really fun to use Melon Pole after a while because the challenges were not catering towards him. But using Melon Pole was really satisfying and fun. So that was awesome. Jacks weren't too bad. Guards were pretty easy to destroy. And yeah, other than that, ladders were also pretty easy. But it was just fun to use Melon Pole after a long time because Melon Pole is definitely top 3 best plants in this game. Or at least my opinion, I like them a lot. But other than that, this is the end of the challenge, basically. Let's just move on to the outro. And guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button or even subscribe. It really does support this channel in some way, shape or form. It does. And it supports me out with these videos, because these videos are not the easiest thing to make, but I'm having fun making them. So if you guys enjoy these challenges, please like the video, subscribe, and if you have any challenges of your own, hey, recommend them in the comments, and I may decide to do them in the future. But other than that, this was a fun challenge, and I am out.